So we start on page 7. So whenever it says visualization, then you can visualize. You don't need to recite it with me. And with the visualization, you know, if you're not used to visualize something that you're not used to see, of course it's impossible. So if you just, but just to show you that you can visualize, close your eyes and imagine the front door where you live. Don't look at me, I'm not your front door. Okay, close your eyes, imagine the front door where you live. Please do the exercise. Close your eyes and picture the front door where you live. Is it difficult? Can you see it? Okay, this is visualization. You will not be able to visualize the Buddha. Why? Because you're not familiar with the picture. You don't see him every day. Okay? All right. So now you let go of the front door. And so you visualize about 4 inches above the crown of your head is a lotus flower. The lotus flower symbolizes the wish for us not to be reborn under the control of karma and delusions. Okay, that's the seed for the Buddha, but it symbolizes what is called renunciation. In the center of the lotus is a moon disk, and seated on the moon disk is my root guru. This is for people who have a root guru, but he is in the form of the blue medicine Buddha. So we mix the guru with the medicine Buddha. Okay? So the white moon disk symbolizes bodhicitta, the wish to attain full awakening for the benefit of all sentient beings in order to lead them to that state as well. He is blue in color and his body radiates blue light. So it's a rainbow body, it's a body made out of light. His right hand is in the mudra of counting sublime realizations, rests on his right knee and holds the stem of an arura plant between thumb and first finger. Arura plant is a medicinal plant. Again, you don't have to be so particular with all the details. Just try to think, even though you don't see anything, the Buddha is there. The blue medicine Buddha is there because the Buddhas are always there. That's more important than all the details. He's seated in full Vajra position and is wearing the 3 red-colored robes of a monk. He has all the signs and qualities of a Buddha. So again, try to close your eyes and try to picture him not like, you know, here hanging there, because what you see is just a 2-dimensional picture. So try to give this visualization life. Try to give it the qualities of fully developed love, compassion, and wisdom, being here for us to help us develop our potential as well. And for those people that I know that you do these practices, open up your heart. Devotion means a kind of, we're very happy that the Buddhas exist. Of course, not from their own side, but as a support for us so that we can attain that state as well. So we start to have faith in our own Buddha potential. I also want to have a good heart. I also don't want to harm others. I also want to know reality. I also want to have the skills of a fully awakened being, how to be of benefit to others. Then we start to connect with our Buddha nature. Yes, this outside Buddha, this is the Buddha who's attained awakening many thousands of eons ago. The medicine Buddha, not even in our time. That's true. But we use it as a support to wake up our own inner Buddha. And if now, as we are taking refuge, the best way of taking refuge would be the Buddha that is sitting in front of me. This is the future result of my practice. That's the best, because then you generate this confidence that you can attain that state. It's not arrogance. I'm seeing myself as the result of my practice in the space in front of you. A totally pure being. So we go for refuge. We do this 3 times. Going for refuge really shows us where we want to go, because it says I go for refuge until I'm enlightened, not until I have a job, or until I'm healthy again, or until I'm having a partner, or until I get pregnant or something like that. Until full awakening. And why? Because I want to benefit others. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened, to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By my practice of giving and other perfections, may I become a Buddha in order to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened, to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By my practice of giving and other perfections, may I become a Buddha in order to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened, to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By my practice of giving and other perfections, may I become a Buddha in order to benefit all sentient beings. So then for the 4 immeasurable thoughts, then this is why we're doing this, because we want to contribute for all beings' happiness and for all beings to be free from suffering. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings never be separated from the happiness that is without suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from both attachment and hatred, holding some close and others distant. So these are 4 very beautiful mind states, is love, compassion, joy, and equanimity. And this is what we're trying to develop in the sutric practice, especially. So, here that it's so short because they think we already developed it, so we just have to remind ourselves that this is what we want. So just by practicing these 4 mental states, you will have a perfect immune system for your mind. Because anger will have no chance, cruelty will have no chance, jealousy will have no chance, and indifference will have no chance. And attachment also, by the way. So, okay, then it's the special bodhicitta, like the urge to see, like as we see now, the world is in such, it's really plunged in darkness and in chaos. It's Leonard Cohen's words. It's exactly what the world is. The world is plunged in chaos and in darkness. We are a very, very small bubble of a few people who are not in despair. But then we think, because I'm happy, everybody else is happy. But look around. How many people totally powerless, kind of being swept away by whatever is happening around them and having absolutely no methods how to deal with it, except for either drugs or alcohol or other drugs that, for like pharmaceutical things that make them more or less okay, huh?
Or following crazy leaders.
Or
following crazy leaders.
Yeah. But that doesn't help. They're still in despair, kind of. Anyway, so like this. So we feel this urgency, And so this is why it's the next one. It's especially for the benefit of all sentient beings. I will very quickly attain the precious state of perfect and complete Buddhahood. For this reason, I will practice the yoga method of Guru Medicine Buddha. So in order to purify negative karma and in order to create merit, the 7 limb, it's called prayer, but it's actually a practice. One creates 7 mind states, which are also very beautiful, and they counteract 7 negative mind states, which are hindering us on the way to enlightenment. I prostrate to Guru Medicine Buddha each and every offering, including those actually performed and those mentally transformed, I present to you. I confess all non-virtuous actions accumulated since beginningless time, is in the virtues of both ordinary and noble beings. As our guide, I request you, O Buddha, to please abide well and turn the wheel of Dharma until samsara ends. All virtues, both my own and those of others, I dedicate to the ripening of the 2 bodhicittas and the attainment of Buddhahood for the sake of all sentient beings. Then we offer mandala. So that's also a very strange thing. So what we offer here, even the Dalai Lama says it doesn't exist. We haven't found any Mount Meru. But what we actually offer is we offer the world here, as we have it, not plunged into chaos and darkness, but as a pure land. A place that it could be where everybody is well and everybody's happy when there's no negative emotions. Yeah? So that's what we offer it. That's what we offer. In order to create, again, the confidence that this can happen, that the suffering that we have and this balagan that we have is not normal. It is due to wrong views, greed, attachment, aggression, hate, and anger. Yeah? I mean, if you look in a family, I mean, if the family is harmonious and there's none of these negative emotions present, the family is a wonderful, they have a really good time. Even if somebody gets sick or if somebody dies, they recover very, very quickly. Yeah? But if greed is there, if anger is there, if aggression is there, if jealousy is there, wow, it's horrible. Yeah? So it doesn't depend on the situation outside so much. So what we offer here, that is possible through our mind states to create these situations where everybody is okay. Okay? And then, so that's the short mandala. And then the inner mandala, we give away everything that prevents us from creating such an existence. This ground, anointed with perfume, strewn with flowers, adorned with Mount Meru, the 4 continents, the sun and the moon, I imagine this as a Buddha field and offer it. May all living beings enjoy this pure land. And now it's the inner, so we give everything away that hinders us from being a Buddha. The objects of my attachment, aversion, and ignorance, friends, enemies, and strangers, my body, wealth, and enjoyments, without any sense of loss, I offer this collection. Please accept it with pleasure and bless me with freedom from the 3 poisons. Idam Guru Rana Mandalakam Niryatayami. Okay, so now that seems as if the Buddha is a god because his requests, but actually what we're requesting the inspiration that, because the Buddha has skillful means, and that we are able to do these practices. So basically that's what it is. I beseech you, Bhagavan, medicine guru, whose sky-colored holy body of lapis lazuli signifies omniscient wisdom and compassion, as vast as limitless space, please grant me your blessings. I beseech you, compassionate medicine guru, who hold in your right hand the king of medicines, symbolizing your vow to help all pitiful beings plagued by the 424 diseases, please grant me your blessings. I beseech you, compassionate medicine guru, who hold in your left hand a bowl of nectar, symbolizing your vow to give the glorious undying nectar of the Dharma that eliminates the degenerations of sickness, old age, and death. Please grant me your blessings. So these blessings are, the blessings of the Buddha are always there. And now it depends on you, how you allow yourselves to be touched by these blessings. I mean, whatever we make contact with, it gives us a blessing, meaning it influences us. It can be a politician, it can be an ice cream, it can be the image of a Buddha. We make contact with the image of a Buddha and we're open towards it, it kind of nourishes our love, compassion, and wisdom. We make contact with a politician that we dislike, we make contact with something that we like very much, it kind of nourishes our attachment or aversion. So blessings are not something like a holy being can only bless you. Blessing is the moment we make contact with something, we are blessed because it influences us. So that's what we're asking. We're asking for inspiration, that we're open in order to receive the help that the medicine Buddha can give. At the end, we have to do the work. Yeah, I don't know how many of you were in Rinko Tulku's teachings, where he said at one point he asked somebody, what do you find the most difficult in Buddhism? What do you find the best thing in Buddhism? And how would you explain Buddhism to somebody who doesn't know Buddhism? So there was this German guy who answered him, the most difficult in Buddhism is you have to do it. We have to do everything yourself. You have to do it yourself. The best thing is you have to do it yourself. Explaining Buddhism in short terms, you have to do it yourself. But we do get help and inspiration. Yeah? So what we're asking, the blessings, is to have the strength, the devotion, the courage to go on that path. Because this path is hurting your ego. You have to go against your ego. Yeah, this kind of exaggerated me yourself, and it doesn't like it. Yeah. Okay, so again, now you can visualize. Above the crown of Guru Medicine Buddha is a wish-granting jewel, which is in essence my Guru. So it's not just the blue Medicine Buddha, but it's all the others as well. Okay, because there's 7 of them. So just, visualize as best as you can. Above that is the Buddha, delightful King of clear knowing, whose body is coral red in color, his right hand in the mudra of bestowing sublime realizations, and his left hand in the mudra of concentration. Above him is the Buddha melodious ocean of proclaimed Dharma, with a dark pink-colored body, his right hand in the mudra of bestowing sublime realizations, and his left hand in the mudra of concentration. Don't worry so much about the hand mudras. Just again, try to at least, hold the visualization if you can. And if you know the colors, is good enough. And they're sitting one above the other. So below you have the Medicine Guru, Buddha, then you have the coral colored one, then you have the pink one. Above him is the Buddha, supreme glory, free from sorrow, light pink in color, with both hands in the mudra of concentration. Above him is the Buddha, stainless excellent gold, gold in color, the right hand in the mudra of expounding the Dharma, and his left hand in the mudra of concentration. Above him is the Buddha, king of melodious sound, brilliant radiance of skill, adorned with jewels, moon, and lotus. Yellow in color, with his right hand in the mudra of expounding the Dharma, and his left in the mudra of concentration. Then above him is the Buddha, renowned, glorious king of excellent signs, golden color, with his right hand in the mudra of expounding the Dharma, and his left in the mudra of concentration. So they're all sitting above each other. So the first one is golden, then the next one is yellow. When you come from the top now, so the first one is golden, the next one is yellow, next one is golden, then the next one is red, then the next one is pink, then the next one is coral red, kind of orangey a little bit, and then you have the blue Medicine Buddha. So they're all sitting there in the space in front of us, and now reciting the names of these Buddhas, which then in the break you will read why one does it, because it says it creates a lot of positive energy, so that we can actually accomplish the things we want to accomplish, because they have made prayers and promises on their path to Buddhahood. So then they have these. They're not omnipotent, but they have more powers or whatever than ordinary beings have. So now here's the faith kind of aspect that comes in. And so if you think like, which I understand, it's fine. But then also from your side is kind of, what will happen if I recite these names? I mean, what can be so terrible if I recite these names? To at least try it out. Unless, as I said before, if you're a very strongly believing Jew or Christian or Muslim, I wouldn't do these things, because then I would find this in my own tradition, because otherwise you get totally confused here. Yeah. So this is what I'm saying. Don't do it if you don't want to do it. If you don't do it because you don't want to do it, ask yourself, why don't I want to do this? What's so terrible about reciting these names? Yeah. Because even people who are totally non-religious, if you're sitting on an aeroplane and the captain says, look, we're sorry, the engine is gone, we're going to fall, what would most of the people do? Also non-religious people. Yeah. Why don't we have a refuge? Because we think we don't need one. Why is it that we don't, these things, be it a God or Jesus or Muhammad or whatever, they're always accessible for us. But we say, I don't need them. I tell you, at the time of death, they will come in very handy, because you will have something where you could put your mind on. Yeah, okay. So now, instead of 7 times, we just recite these names 3 times. So, you see, the thing is, these practices are extremely simple, because it says exactly what you're supposed to do. You don't need to do anything else but reciting the names. I mean, how much easier you want spiritual practice? Meditation is very difficult, compassion is very difficult, practicing patience is very difficult, realizing emptiness is very difficult, reciting names is very easy. But no, then we don't do it. Okay. To you, Buddha, renowned, glorious King of excellent science, fully realized destroyer of all defilements, fully accomplished Buddha, having fully realized the absolute truth of all phenomena, I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offerings. May your vow to benefit all sentient beings now ripen for myself and others. To you, Buddha, renowned, glorious King of excellent science, fully realized destroyer of all defilements, fully accomplished Buddha, having fully realized the absolute truth of all phenomena, I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offerings. May your vow to benefit all sentient beings now ripen for myself and others. To you, Buddha, renowned, glorious King of excellent science, fully realized destroyer of all defilements, fully accomplished Buddha, having fully realized the absolute truth of all phenomena, I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offerings. May your vow to benefit all sentient beings now ripen for myself and others. Then the golden Buddha, renowned, glorious King of excellent science, absorbs into the yellow King of melodious sound, which is below him. To you, Buddha, King of melodious sound, brilliant radiance of skill adorned with jewels, moon and lotus, fully realized destroyer of all defilements, fully accomplished Buddha who has fully realized the absolute truth of all phenomena, I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offerings. May your vow to benefit all sentient beings now ripen for myself and others. To you, Buddha, King of melodious sound, brilliant radiance of skill adorned with jewels, moon and lotus, fully realized destroyer of all defilements, fully accomplished Buddha who has fully realized the absolute truth of all phenomena, I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offerings. May your vow to benefit all sentient beings now ripen for myself and others. To you, Buddha, King of melodious sound, brilliant radiance of skill adorned with jewels, moon and lotus, fully realized destroyer of all defilements, fully accomplished Buddha who has fully realized the absolute truth of all phenomena, I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offerings. May your vow to benefit all sentient beings now ripen for myself and others. Then the yellow King of melodious sound absorbs into the golden stainless excellent gold. Actually, that last sentence there, we only have to say the last repetition, this may your vow to benefit all sentient beings, is enough to say it in the 3rd repetition, or in the 7th if you do 7. To you, Buddha, stainless excellent gold, great jewel who accomplishes all vows, fully realized destroyer of all defilements, fully accomplished Buddha who has fully realized the absolute truth of all phenomena, I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offerings. To you, Buddha, stainless excellent gold, great jewel who accomplishes all vows, fully realized destroyer of all defilements, fully accomplished Buddha who has fully realized the absolute truth of all phenomena, I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offerings. To you, Buddha, stainless excellent gold, great jewel who accomplishes all vows, fully realized destroyer of all defilements, fully accomplished Buddha who has fully realized the absolute truth of all phenomena, I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offerings. May your vow to benefit all sentient beings now ripen for myself and others. Then the golden stainless excellent gold absorbs into the pink supreme glory free, into the red supreme glory free from sorrow. To you, Buddha, supreme glory free from sorrow, fully realized destroyer of all defilements, fully accomplished Buddha who has fully realized the absolute truth of all phenomena, I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offerings. To you, Buddha, supreme glory free from sorrow, fully realized destroyer of all defilements, fully accomplished Buddha who has fully realized the absolute truth of all phenomena, I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offerings. To you, Buddha, supreme glory free from sorrow, fully realized destroyer of all defilements, fully accomplished Buddha who has fully realized the absolute truth of all phenomena, I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offerings. May you vow to benefit all sentient beings, now ripen for myself and others. Then the red supreme glory free from sorrow absorbs into the pink melodious ocean of proclaimed Dharma. To you, Buddha, melodious ocean of proclaimed Dharma, fully realized destroyer of all defilements, fully accomplished Buddha who has fully realized the absolute truth of all phenomena, I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offerings. To you, Buddha, melodious ocean of proclaimed Dharma, fully realized destroyer of all defilements, fully accomplished Buddha who has fully realized the absolute truth of all phenomena, I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offerings. To you, Buddha, melodious ocean of proclaimed Dharma, fully realized destroyer of all defilements, fully accomplished Buddha who has fully realized the absolute truth of all phenomena, I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offerings. May you vow to benefit all sentient beings, now ripen for myself and others. Then the pink melodious ocean of proclaimed Dharma absorbs into the coral-colored red Buddha, delightful King of clear knowing. To you, Buddha, delightful King of clear knowing, supreme wisdom of an ocean of Dharma, fully realized destroyer of all defilements, fully accomplished Buddha who has fully realized the absolute truth of all phenomena, I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offerings. To you, Buddha, delightful King of clear knowing, supreme wisdom of an ocean of Dharma, fully realized destroyer of all defilements, fully accomplished Buddha who has fully realized the absolute truth of all phenomena, I prostrate, go for refuge. I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offerings. To you, Buddha, delightful King of clear knowing, supreme wisdom of an ocean of Dharma, fully realized destroyer of all defilements, fully accomplished Buddha who has fully realized the absolute truth of all phenomena, I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offerings. May you vow to benefit all sentient beings, now ripen for myself and others. So then the coral red King of clear knowing absorbs into the lapis lazuli blue medicine Buddha. To you, Buddha, medicine guru, King of lapis light, fully realized destroyer of all defilements, fully accomplished Buddha who has fully realized the absolute truth of all phenomena, I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offerings. To you, Buddha, medicine guru, King of lapis light, fully realized destroyer of all defilements, fully accomplished Buddha who has fully realized the absolute truth of all phenomena, I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offerings. To you, Buddha, medicine guru, King of lapis light, fully realized destroyer of all defilements, fully accomplished Buddha who has fully realized the absolute truth of all phenomena, I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offerings. May you vow to benefit all sentient beings, now ripen for myself and others. So then you visualize granting your request from the heart and holy body of the King of Medicine, Guru, Medicine Buddha. Infinite rays of white light pour down completely, filling your body from head to toe. They purify all your diseases and afflictions due to the spirits and their causes, all your negative karma and mental obscurations. As this is happening in the nature of light, your body becomes clean and clear as a crystal. So it purifies. You think like everything you don't want. Mental suffering, physical suffering, definitely outside conditions, everything just dissolves totally into light. And the solidness of your body also dissolves. But you keep your form. So you dissolve your blood, your muscles, your bones, your organs, skin, hair. And your body becomes clean, clear, like a crystal. But not hard as a crystal, but made out of light. Then the light keeps flowing, and this time it fills your body with blissful, clean, clear light, which you absorb. So this empty form now fills with blissful light, which represents everything that you would want to have, especially mind states. So then for those you have the Medicine Buddha initiation, you are thereby transformed into the holy body of Guru Medicine Buddha. So if not, then you can still keep that body of light filled with this blissful qualities that you now have, but the Medicine Buddha and whatever I'm going to say now, that appears at your crown. And then when it comes to visualizing things in his heart, then that you visualize that appearing in his heart. If you yourself, you have transformed into the Medicine Buddha, then you visualize at your heart appears a lotus and a moon disk. Again, symbolizing renunciation and bodhicitta. Standing at the center of the moon disk is the blue syllable Hum, symbolizing wisdom. It's the three principal aspects of the path, like wanting to get out of samsara. Why? Because we want to benefit others. How do we do that? By realizing emptiness through wisdom. So the syllable Hung is surrounded by the syllables of the mantra, and as you recite the mantra, visualize rays of light radiating out in all directions from the syllable at your heart. The light rays pervade the sentient beings of all 6 realms. Through your great love, wishing them to have happiness, and through your great compassion, wishing them to be free from all suffering, they are purified of all diseases and afflictions due to spirits and their causes, all their negative karma and mental obscurations, and they also transform into the Medicine Buddha. So the people that you really care for a lot, and you know that they're suffering a lot, or people who have just died, or people who are dying that you know, you can visualize them, especially very close to you, around you, and you see them how these light rays enter their bodies, dissolve everything solid, what could create suffering, and also transform their bodies into the lapis lazuli blue body of the Medicine Buddha. If you want to be much more vast, then you can think that you're purifying like all the people of Hertzeliya or all the people of this country. I think especially now for the elections, it is very helpful if you put your politicians there. Don't just reject them and hate them and they're no good. Try to visualize that they are purified by the Medicine Buddha, so that they also function out of love, compassion and wisdom, and not out of greed and aggression. So especially include those. All other beings also that have a lot of power, not just in this country, so that we can leave the potential of being peaceful and harmonious with each other. Or then if, here it says all beings in the 6 realms, then if you are capable of visualizing that, then you can visualize that. So, or you can visualize only all the humans and the animals, and the rest you don't know how to visualize, like hell beings, hungry ghosts, and so on. So just do it according to your capacity. If you don't have the initiation and the Medicine Buddha is on your crown, and you want to do this just for yourself, that is also fine. And just see that this light keeps flowing into you, and you eliminating through that all obstacles and getting all the qualities that you would like to have. So just the visualization, do it according to your capacity. And then the mantra, of course it's difficult to visualize if you don't know the mantra by heart. So it's quite a long, difficult mantra. So we do the short one. Maybe we do the long one 3 times, and then we do the short one 21 times together. And then I will finish the mala just silently. So for you, it's good if you do visualization when you don't recite the mantra, But it's also good to recite the mantra because you purify your speech while reciting mantras. And the way you recite mantras is by not saying it, not saying it aloud, but you still kind of move your lips. So the person next to you doesn't hear it, but you still give some wind into the, some breath, some wind into the mantra. Om Namo Bhagavate Bekkanse Guru Bendurya Prabharachaya Tathāgataya Arhate Samyak Sambodhaya Tayata Om Bekkanse Bekkanse Ma Bekkanse Bekkanse Racha Samugate Soha Om Namo Bhagavate Bekkanse Guru Bendurya Prabharachaya Tathāgataya Arhate Samyak Sambodhaya Tayata Om Bekkanse Bekkanse Maha Bekkanse Bekkanse Raja Samugate Soha Om Namo Bhagavate Bekkanse Guru Bendurya Prabharachaya Tathāgataya Arhate Samyak Sambodhaya Tayata Om Bekkanse Bekkanse Ma Bekkanse Bekkanse Raja Samugate Soha Tayata Om Bekkanse Bekkanse Ma Bekkanse Bekkanse Racha Samugate Soha Tayata Om Bekkanse Bekkanse Ma Bekkanse Bekkanse Racha Samugate Soha Tayata Om Bekkanse Bekkanse Ma Bekkanse Bekkanse Racha Samugate Soha Tayata Om Bekkanse Bekkanse Ma Bekkanse Bekkanse Racha Samugate Soha Tayata Om Bekkanse Ma Bekkanse Bekkanse Racha Samugate Soha Tayata Om Bekkanse Bekkanse Ma Bekkanse Bekkanse Racha Samugate Soha Tayata Om Bekkanse Bekkanse Ma Bekkanse Bekkanse Racha Samugate Soha Tayata Om Bekkanse Bekkanse Ma Bekkanse Bekkanse Racha Samugate Soha Tayata Om Bekkanse Bekkanse Ma Bekkanse Bekkanse Racha Samugate Soha Tayata Om Bekkanse Bekkanse Ma Bekkanse Bekkanse Racha Samugate Soha Tayata Om Bekkanse Bekkanse Ma Bekkanse Bekkanse Racha Samugate Soha Tayata Om Bekkanse Bekkanse Tayata Tayata Om Bekkanse Bekkanse Maha Bekkanse Bekkanse Raja Samukate Soa. Then feel great joy and think or visualize all sentient beings are transformed into the aspect of the medicine Guru Buddha. How wonderful that I'm now able to lead all sentient beings into the medicine Buddha's enlightenment. So this is why one is calling this practice, it's like one takes the result into the path, and by sending out light, I mean this is what the Buddha is doing, sending out light in order to influence us. You know, as I said, Buddha is not omnipotent, but they can definitely influence us. So we think, visualize all beings around us, everybody else, all the hell beings, all the hungry ghosts, all the animals, all the humans, asuras, all the beings in the form and formless realm, and all the bardo beings having transformed into the state of the medicine Buddha. You see, the thing is, maybe they are all the medicine Buddha, we just don't know it, so because of our delusions, because of our projections. So this is why one visualizes like this. Okay, then we do the dedication. In case you had the medicine Buddha on your crown, then now he would dissolve into light and absorb into you. If it feels comfortable to do that, that light would absorb into the middle of your upper body, in your heart chakra, so that the fully developed potential of the medicine Buddha and your not developed potential can become oneness. And for the others who have initiation, as you go into the break, during the break you try to see yourself and everybody else as medicine Buddha, so you keep that form. Whatever you eat will be nectar, whatever you hear is the sound of mantra, and whatever you see is the pure land. And then you practice what is called the 4 purities. This is also part of Kriya Tantra. Okay. So due to these merits, may I complete the ocean-like actions of the sons of the victorious ones. May I become the Holy Savior, refuge and helper for all sentient beings who have repeatedly been kind to me in past lives. By the virtues received from attempting this practice, may all living beings who see, hear, touch, or remember me, even those who merely say my name, in that very moment be released from their miseries and experience happiness forever. As all sentient beings, infinite to space, are encompassed by Guru Medicine Buddha's compassion, may I too become the guide for sentient beings existing throughout all the 10 directions of the universe. Because of these virtues, may I quickly become Guru Medicine Buddha and lead each and every sentient being into this enlightened realm. Okay. So if you need pee-pee break, we can make 10 minutes break, and then we come back here at 12:30, and then you can ask all your questions and concerns and upsetness or whatever.
Or happiness.
Huh?
Or happiness.
Or happiness.
Not need to exaggerate. Kidding.
Nah, it's like, I mean, if we would know, you see, what Nissim is saying, if we would know directly what kind of karmic imprints we are creating and to what they lead, we would all jumping out of happiness. We wouldn't do anything else but that. But because we don't know, this is the thing. So we make 10 minutes break.